Hi folks, hope you're doing well. So this video, you shall worship no other gods but me. So what is a god? I mean, most people have never asked this question. Never. Again, one of the most important questions we need to ask for everything is why. What do you believe? Okay, why do you believe that? Very important. This video was a long time ago when I had the extra. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. Oh, I think in this one Molly was at home because Molly was expecting puppies. Because there would have been 5 collies at this time, and there's only 4. So therefore, yes, there was no Molly collie in this walkies. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Other gods. Really is an immensely important thing to consider. What would be considered as a god? Well, the Beatles, Elvis, Taylor Swift, Twitter, Instagram, television, certain actors, Billie Eilish, certain types of food, chocolate would be one. Yeah. Whatever it is that people will worship. Well, actually, you could say it's anything that you put before God. Because strictly, that's a reasonable point. Anything that you put before God can be considered as a god. Because it's something you put higher than God. In your own decisions as what's worth more. When you put something above God or before God, then you're saying that's worth more than God to you. So therefore you're making that thing a god. It could be your family. It could be your work. It could be your car. It could be whatever. And for most people, it is everything. So coming after the video about for many are called, but few are chosen, it's very important to understand that point. God says he's a very jealous God. And this is why, again, people do not understand. They think that choosing church, that being of church, is being of God because church preaches the word of God. So therefore the church itself must therefore be of God. Well, actually, technically speaking, if you were in a church that was of God and you were choosing to be of church, you were still choosing not to be of God. Just because that church is of God, you have to choose to be of God yourself, to be of God. Choosing a church that's of God doesn't mean you're of God. It's a personal thing that has to be chosen, and yeah. So, as I say, it is reality. And again, after I did that video, the last video, I felt, are some people going to consider that I'm judging them about saying that they are not chosen because of this? No. It's quite simple that when God puts a question in my mind, so basically what's the difference between those that are chosen and those that are called? Yeah, I've got to ask that question. So therefore, as I'm asking the question, I will do a video about it, asking the question, because that's the point of this channel, really. It is about asking questions, and it is about talking about the things that even may not be ready yet to talk about. Because it is about the journey as well. But in the end, we have a jealous God. And so, yeah. As I say, to me, I cannot look at my situation and say that in my life I made a decision at any point in time that I had the option in front of me, which was clear. I never had this. That choosing God means you're choosing to not have anyone else, to be alone. I never saw that choice. But I know that people that choose to please other people, they didn't see that choice as, if you're pleasing people, you can't please God. If they saw that, a lot of people wouldn't choose that at all. But that doesn't mean that's not true, because it is true. If you want to please people, you can't please God. Because what pleases people is completely different to what pleases God. Well, as I say, again, looking at the examples of church, banning people is exactly what cancel culture is in the world. It's the same people. You're getting rid of that person. You're basically taking all the power that person had away, so therefore no one will see that person anymore. That's banning people. In society, cancel culture is banning people from films, making songs, making films, making TV programs, or be in those programs. Because if the actor says something nasty years ago and you cancel that person, then no one will employ that person. So therefore you won't see them. Right? That's the blinking point. Because most people that have been cancelled want to be seen. So therefore it is exactly the same. So therefore, banning people in church is exactly like cancel people in the world. So therefore, it's about pleasing people from the world, because that is the point. It's about pleasing people, and again, not offending people is exactly like colleges in the world that have safe places. Right? So basically, like the River Church says, the coffee meeting morning is a safe place. The church is a safe place. That's from the world. That's about pleasing people of the world. Right? So therefore, that is your God. Your God is still the world. About pleasing people from the world. Or just pleasing people. That is your God. Yeah, making people think you're nice is your God. Anything you put before God we are where we are, aren't we? Indeed, we are where we are. And the point of it is, yeah, people get to choose. And that is right, people will always get to choose. And yeah, the point of it is, saying people get to choose is correct. Because the reality of it is that choice is available to people, and that is right. But it's also right to tell people that they choose their path. It's not about saying to someone, you choose it. No. It's not about that. It's about saying, okay, you can't blame anyone else. You had the choice to choose your path, and you did. Well, that's what I'm saying. When it comes down to it, people have choice. They do. People have choice. People have a way that they can do things. And people choose who they are and who they want to be. And God will respond to that. If they're choosing Him, then God will absolutely respond. But if the people choose to put the church or pleasing people before God, then God says, okay, you can do that, yeah. Like the community church, the pastor that's here right now, he had a choice to choose to please God or to please Carly. And he chose to ban me because Carly asked him to stop me going to the church when she's there, rather than actually talking to her and say, excuse me, come on, deal with it. If you want to speak to him and say, oh, you hurt me because of this, okay, I will ask him to come so you can talk to him. But if you don't want to talk to him, then don't talk to him. I'm not going to ban him because, you know, you're a little kid and you're offended. Sod off. But yeah, it was up to him to choose, and he did. So therefore, he had a choice. Choosing God's way or the world's way. And he chose the world's way. Okay? But that's the point. No one put a gun on his head saying, oh, if you don't choose that, we're going to shoot you. No. No one did that. Obviously, there was reasons why he chose that, but you know, it was completely up to him. Yeah. And up to her as well. So there you go. I want to leave you to it. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Enjoy. Be a blessing. Be blessed. And have a fantastic rest of the week. And go to God to seek out anything that may be a God in your life. And deal with it. Whatever that may be. Because there is one God. And that God sent his Son for you. To have a relationship with you. And if you keep putting other things in the way of relationship with him, then eventually he's going to back away. And that relationship will not be offered to you. So, deal with it while you still can. And for most people, you still can. So, get it sorted. Enjoy. Have a good week. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.